welcome back to the Winning Post. Now, you might have wondered if a horse ever really needs dentistry. Of course, they need vets. But the fact is that, well, a horse actually could even go as far as getting a root canal. Don't believe me? Hear it from the horse's mouth.
Mouth of a horse plays a crucial role in its training. It is here that the bit is placed when the horse first starts its schooling. It is also through the horse's mouth that the rider can communicate with it as well as steer it. More often than not, slight adjustments to the placing of the bit or the force applied by the rider can make a remarkable difference in the horse's performance. No surprise then that the health of a horse's teeth can have a direct and significant effect on its performance. A fact endorsed by the dentist at RWITC, who has a degree in equine dentistry from New Zealand, even though her basic qualification is that of a human dentist. She works independently at the Royal Western India Turf Club, where her day can sometimes pack in 35 to 40 horses, each one an individual and each with a different problem.
I don't think horses have like one tooth that's hurting per se. It's not like human dentistry. My human patients do point out the tooth that's hurting, but with horses it's more like an entire mouth that needs to be checked out. The entire mouth needs to be checked out, and so I look for sharp edges, so if probably they have sharp edges on one side, they'll probably stir off the other side. So they have all these, each horse is different, each horse is an individual and unique, and they each will show their own signs and symptoms, but usually it is, you'll see problems at the track and you'll see problems with their eating. They have half-eaten matter on their stools probably, or they're not comfortable with a bit while riding. So they'll pack food on one side of their mouth, so that they'll quid, so they'll eat food and then they'll spit it out because they're not comfortable swallowing it. So there's a lot of signs and symptoms that help us to detect that there's something going on with a horse. I do keep a very detailed case history with me. So I put down all the complaints that the trainer has or the owner has. I put down their identification and all of that, and I give a very detailed case history before when I complete my work.
Equine dentistry is more similar to its human counterpart than you can imagine. It even encompasses the dreaded root canal. However, luckily for them, the horses are completely sedated during such procedures. And when not sedated, unlike most squeamish human beings, horses make for calm patients.
The root canal case that I've done in New Zealand was on a horse that had some kind of a trauma in the front teeth. So that was a relatively easy case because it was the front teeth and there's easy accessibility and visibility. So what we did was we drilled through to the nerve and got partially the nerve out as much as we could with the human equipment that we had. I do use power tools and the hand tools. I am not involved in surgeries because I'm not a vet. I try, the vets do always come and help me out if there's sedation required. And usually it's just rasping of teeth. It's just, so basically smoothing out all the overgrown teeth, probably, taking care of the milk teeth that are over-retained in the mouth, so we just need to take them off. So it's all basically very simple, basic work. They do cooperate very well. They're wonderful. I think the hand instruments are a lot easier on them. It's not as noisy, and they're a lot more comfortable. And I think I've learned from one of the best guys there is around doing dentistry. He's been doing Warwick Burns. He's been doing dentistry for 35 years. So he's amazing at what he does. He's taught me how to really go down and think at their level and really make them comfortable. So as long as you try to make them feel that you're their friend, they're okay.
At the end of the day, a horse's dental well-being is paramount because a performance horse is controlled by the mouth. He needs to eat well and be able to digest his food well. If there is any dental abnormality, he is more likely to focus on the pain rather than his performance.
The horse's dental well-being is I think of topmost priority because a performance horse definitely is controlled by the mouth. A performance horse needs to be eating well so that he can digest his food well and that he can perform well. So if there's dental pain or dental abnormalities, he's going to be focusing on the pain rather than the performance. So I think it's very, very important for all horse owners and trainers to definitely take the teeth very, very seriously, and it is a very integral part of the horse's health.
Well, and that's all we have on this episode of The Winning Post. Thank you for joining me. Do remember you can catch all our shows on www.youtube.com/winningpostracing, and also follow me on Twitter at Mohit Lalvani for all the latest horse racing news and tips. Till I see you in a week's time, goodbye and thanks for joining me. May the horse be with you.